Do you know the State Bank of India stock prices have surged by 25% in the last 1 year? Why are the stocks of banks and specifically the BFSI companies rising? What is driving the BFSI stocks? Will the stock prices increase? Watch the BFSI show. Hello friends, welcome to the BFSI show, where we break down the latest in the world of finance. If you have been following the market trends, you might have noticed that the banking, financial services and insurance sector, or BFSI for a short, is looking pretty strong right now. State Bank of India gave 25% of return. Nifty Banks Index has given 15% of returns in the last 1 year. 6 out of the top 10 stocks that analysts are most optimistic are from the BFSI sector. We are talking big names like Shriram Finance, State Bank of India, SBI Life Insurance, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, HDFC Bank and IndusInd Bank. These companies are seeing a lot of buy calls, which is a good sign for the investors. What's really interesting is that even though the BFSI sector has had a bit of rough patch recently, analysts are saying it's set to bounce back big time. But the question is, why are the stocks rising? Because the BFSI sector isn't just a short-term play, it's a long-term growth story. Think about it. Financial services are key to the economy. They help businesses grow, create jobs and keep the money flowing. And historically, the Nifty Financial Services Index has outperformed other major indices like Nifty 50 and Nifty 500. It had a bit of slowdown over the last few years, but that's actually creating an opportunity right now. That's what the analysts say. The sector's been underperforming, so it's due for a comeback. There's one more important reason, and that is the balance sheet of the banks is very clean. Remember, banks used to spend half of their time in recovery, but that is not the case anymore. Valuation is also one of the major reasons. Majority of the analysts say that banks' stocks are still undervalued. That means there is a lot of room for growth. Despite the challenges they have faced, these banks are still in a strong position with solid balance sheets and improving profitability. Plus, with India's rising weight in the MSCI Emerging Markets Index, we could see more foreign investments coming in, which will be absolutely beneficial for the BFSI sector. In fact, that's going to be a big deal because more capital inflows mean more liquidity in the market, which is a great news for the BFSI sector. Banks have also invested heavily in digital, and the digital is helping them acquire more customers in no time. Banks are also betting high on the businesses of cross-selling and fees income, which is based on a huge commission. And you know what's been really boosting confidence of the banks? The recent quarterly results from these banks. We are seeing stable loan growth, no major issues with asset quality, and it looks like the contraction in net interest margin or NIM is coming to an end. Even niche players like NBFCs and housing finance companies are showing a lot of potential. Analysts are pointing out that these companies have stronger balance sheets now than they had 5 or 10 years ago. Indian BFSI sector is shaping up to be a really exciting space between the strong fundamentals, attractive valuations and increasing foreign interest. There is a lot to be optimistic about. If you're an investor or just someone who's curious about where the market is headed, this is definitely a sector to keep on your radar. Every financial analyst is betting really high on the BFSI sector, and no mutual fund has ever ignored the BFSI stocks. So friends, stay tuned. We will be keeping you updated with all the latest trends and insights. Thank you for joining us and keep watching the BFSI show on itbfsi.com.